Hello, everyone. My name is Yicong Huang. Today, I'll demonstrate how to use Apache Texera incubating to manage machine learning assets. Here is the landing page of Texera. We can click this button on the top right to log in with any Google account. For example, I'll use my UCI EDU account to log in. After login, we'll see this page called Dashboard, where we can manage all the machine learning assets. For example, we can manage data sets. I've already created one dataset called chest images. By clicking on this dataset, we can go into see the content of it. There are more than 20 images of X-ray of chests. We can also manage machine learning models. I've already created one model called Model 1. And inside of it, it just contains one model file. Besides dataset and models, we can also manage computation as workflows. For example, I've already created a workflow called pneumonia detection. By clicking on this workflow, we'll go into the workspace. As you can see, there are three operators pre-created and connected. The first operator is called load model. We can click on this operator to show the property panel, and click on this button here to select the model. We here already selected the model we're managing. The second operator is called load images, which is a Python UDF to load the images from the dataset. The third operator is called pneumonia prediction, which applies the ML model on all the images to do prediction. We can click on this button here to show the code content of this operator. As you can see, it processes each tuple that contains an image, and for each image, it will conduct the prediction, and it will return the predicted class and the confidence score. Now we have shown you all the machine learning assets we can manage. We can also share those assets to each other to conduct collaboration. To do that, we can go back to the dashboard and select the assets we want to share. For example, I can share this Model 1 by clicking this button. I can type in the email of the colleague, for example, Jiadong at uci.edu. I can share with him with the right access so he can conduct inference with it. Now I have already shared the asset to Jiadong. Now we can invite Jiadong for collaboration on the same workflow.
Hello everyone, I'm Jiadong. I'm going to demonstrate how I collaborated with Yicong on Texera on those assets Yicong just shared with me. Now, on my workspace, I see the workflow. I would directly go to this pneumonia detection. This is the workflow Yicong just shared with me. From here, I see the Yicong's cursor, meaning we are working on the same workflow. Let me check the model to see which model is being used. It's using model 1, resonant 50. Great. Now, I'm going to run this workflow to see the results. Before running it, I will first create a computing unit, which is a cloud computing instance that allow me to run workflow. I'll click this button, click create. And by default, a unit with 4 CPU and 8 gigabytes of memory will be created. Now I successfully create and connect to it. I will click the run button, and now the workflow is being submitted to the computing unit and it's running.
Since we're sharing the same execution, I can see the execution Jiadong just started. So the green color means the operator has completed. Here, the load model operator has already finished. And the orange color means the operator are still running. For example, the load image and the prediction are running. Now we're just waiting for the prediction to finish.
Great. Now I see that workflow has finished. Let me check the prediction results. From the result table, I see that this result contains the classification results, the probabilities, and the confidence of the model. I want to further make these results looks more intuitive by adding some visualization. I'm going to add a aggregate operator which do a count of different classes, save the result in a new column called number of instances. And I also need to group them by the class. And after that, I will add a pie chart which do further visualization on its aggregated results. The value would be number of instances, name would be the class.
Sounds good. Meanwhile, I've already enlarged the data set so that you can have more instances for test. I've also uploaded a new model to make it more efficient. I call it Model 2. You can use that in the load model.
Okay, let me check it. Here I see the model 2 you just mentioned. Let me select it. Great. And now I have finished all my editing. Let me rerun this workflow using the model 2 Yicong just shared with me. Great. The workflow finished running. Let me check the results. From the pie chart, I can clearly see the distribution. 95% are classified as pneumonia, while only 5% are classified as normal X-ray instances. Thank you, Yicong, for sharing me all those assets.
Yep, you're welcome. Now it's the end of the demo. We have shown you how to use Texera to manage all the machine learning assets, as well as how to do collaboration and reproducibility on Texera. Thank you.
Thank you.